going to be talking with and have been Roseville to use some of those folks as well as we do it. And we also share equipment. Oakdale and us got together. Chief Anderson and I decided rather than both of us have an emergency or a command post, that they would buy that and utilize it, and we would buy the air truck and the rehab truck. And so we share these pieces of equipment back, which was a big savings to both communities. And we continue to look at how we do that, as well as we share ambulances back forth and well. So we continue to look at that. And that's one of the ways I think we'll be working with St. Paul to do some things as well.
Are they cooperating?
Very much.
Okay, good.
Very much.
Because that's, I mean, we border so much of St. Paul, all the way up McKnight and all the way up Larpenter, and, okay.
Yeah, I will say, and that it's the nature of the beast we have right now. Even though that they have a new CAD system over there and we have ours, the communication gap there has been an ongoing problem with us. We continue to work and meet with them to get that directed, because it shouldn't be any difference in time. It should be instant. So what we're looking at probably and going to push heavy for in 2016 is have the interCADs actually connected together, so that if at some point they need us there, they just push a button at the Washington County and don't have to go through us calling them first, giving them the information, or vice versa. And that in itself will add big time savings to both cities.
Is that just a metro thing, or just a partnership in our area, or are they going to start to do that?
Anytime that you have two different dispatch centers that don't have the exact same equipment, all the interfaces have to be put together, yeah, it can be. We put some really, what we thought, some good items in place to help reduce some of that for now. But again, every now and then something slips through. It kind of happened again today. But what we're doing is we monitor each other very well. So we're leaving way before sometimes each one of us even get toned, because we know what's going on, and we're doing much better.
Great. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
To continue to improve the overall quality of both EMS and fire through education and training, and again with our partnerships, that's something we truly believe in. We need to do that. We're trying to get it for more else. One of the things we're going to try to do this year is do more training on the job, rather than bringing them in for overtime and bringing them outside. So we're going to try to do more when we're working, and we think that will help as well. And we're going to get some of that by possibly utilizing some of Regent's people as well now. So we're looking at some different things. Changing the response plan, and I think I talked to you about this before. We continue to do that. Do we need to send everything we send to some of these calls? Is it really necessary to do that? And as we're starting to get some good data, we're looking at saying, 99% of the time when we go to a fire alarm, if it's something more than just a fire alarm that's malfunction or going off, we'll get more than one call on it. And so we're looking at cutting that back to probably only sending one truck, rather than now we send two. So we're looking at some things that we're going to do to help you more effective in the way we provide the service, and also be financially sustainable as well. Improving our cardiac arrest outcomes, I think, as I mentioned to you. But this is the other big one, obviously, that you folks have all taken a part in, and you back with us 100%. But again, this was by Councilmember Abrams, and we're continuing to get out in our community to provide that AED and CPR training as we go forward. And we really think that's going to be a big payoff in the long run as we do that. And then last is reduction in the amount of firearm capital. As you can recall, we probably, with going down the stations, the number of fire trucks we sold off, over the course of probably 5 years, we've saved over $1 million of what it would cost to purchase new trucks to replace them. So we're trying to be as sustainable as we can. We're reducing that number as we go down farther, and trying to make sure that we don't need things that are costing a lot of money, that we use very little, that we could share with another department.
Great.
And with that, you've asked some questions. I'd be more than happy to answer anything else you have.
When I was Chief Logan, thanks for you to give a good report. And as I was sitting here thinking about it, I'm going to make a request of you and Chief Schnell, or you all can figure out how to do this. But every week from Chief Schnell on the police department, we get the number of calls, and then they're categorized by male, female arrests. I try to sort of, because people ask me about that, right? To sort of them be able to say, oh, this is in general what happens. I tell you, I'm not that good at it. It's nice to have it in writing. But do you think the fire department could do that too?
Oh, we can do that. We actually bring that data up every week, and we review what it is. So it's just a matter of giving it to Karen Haig's area to get into that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you talking about what his administrative assistants send out? Oh, sure. Yeah, we can do that as well.
I think it just helps because people are wondering,